Schoology tips and tricks. Tip number 3. In this video, we're going to look at how you can edit some basic information about your course. The majority of your courses come from PowerSchool, so there are definitely things that you can't change about your course. There are a couple things that you can do to personalize and maybe make it easier to find for your students or yourself to find and be in the correct course in Schoology. So I'm in a workshop that I made, and I can come up here to course options and come down to edit info. You cannot change, even though this box is editable, please do not ever change the name of your course that comes from PowerSchool. We have had problems in the past with people thinking they could change their course name. Please don't do that. The big time that this has happened here at the high school, at least, is with clubs. So all of our clubs just say club and then what section number it is. And so we've had teachers come in here and want to change the course name so that it matches the club that they teach. So I did the sci-fi club in the past, so I might want my students to see sci-fi club here. Unfortunately, that changes the name for every single club out there because that has come from PowerSchool, and now you've told it club is sci-fi club. So please, please, please don't ever change this. You can change your sandbox course, a club that you make yourself, like a sandbox course for an extracurricular that you do, you can change. But if you would like to, you can change the section name. So this is where we see a lot of teachers put period 2, period 4, to Green Day, White Day here at the high school. You can change your section name so that it is easier for your students to recognize and really for you to recognize because they're only going to have one English 2, but you might have 3 English 2s and you want to be able to very quickly see which is which. So you can change your section name here. You can add another section as well to have a different section name. These other things, subject area, level, those come from Schoology or from PowerSchool to Schoology, so can't change that. And grading period, you cannot change for your students or anything like that. But this is where you can come if you've created a sandbox, if you've created, for example, German Honor Society doesn't meet during the regular club period. So I had a course that I made for German Honor Society to share things out. And then I could change this information. I could change the grading period to the most recent PD period so that it's always active. Okay. The other thing that I want to show you up here, you have some details that you could put in, like where your class meets, what day. I wouldn't really bother with this. But under privacy and course settings, this is one that a lot of people may not know they can do. They can decide where they want their students to land when they enter their course. By default, it's on updates. But if you don't use updates regularly with your students, why have it land there? To me, the area that you would probably use the most with your students is materials. So in this area, again, under the third tab, privacy and course settings, you can come down here and you can decide where your students land when they come into your course on Schoology. So you can make it materials or updates. And then there are some other things that you can't really do much about. We're going to talk about recycle bin a little bit later and moderate a little bit later as well. So in this video, really focusing on the little bit of info that you can change or can see here, and then the landing page for your students when they come to your course.